Hi friends, happy September. This is Katie Carney and this is Katie Carney Stitching and this is my Flosstube number 70 and this is a very special one. I hope that you're all doing well. It's been, my last video was just about 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was exactly 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. The weather has finally gotten a little cooler. We only had a high today of 83, which feels extra great. I'm very thrilled. After I filmed the last time, I showed you my finished Consider the Lilies, and I have a surprise for you. But anyway, like I said, I hope that you've all been well. I have a lot to show you. It's going to be a little bit of a, what's the word? It's going to be a little discombobulated, because I wanted to film now before I make dinner while there's still a little bit of light outside. You can see I've had enough of summer, so I put some of my fall decor up last week. So yeah. Let's see what has happened in the last 2 weeks. I think the only real thing that's happened is I went to the cardiologist on Wednesday, and that's in New Jersey for me. So it was just another visit. I went to Chick-fil-A on the way home, and that's why I actually have this Diet Dr. Pepper that I just got at Chick-fil-A. Because I was in New Jersey. My cardiologist is about an hour and 45 minutes away from Scranton. That's just where he is. But I have an echo when I see him at 8 in the morning, and then I see him after. And then I always take myself to Chick-fil-A, and it's right on the PA Jersey border. It's like a rest area. So it's never super, super busy like a lot of them are. And it's like my little treat after the cardiologist, a big soda, Well, so I go this week, and I got my large Diet Dr. Pepper. So excited. The straw was made of paper. They ruined my moment, my happy moment. And the cup, I understand styrofoam, bad for the environment. But I only have like 2 a year. So I want the styrofoam cup with the pebble ice and a plastic straw. And I will refill this. I'll use this for a couple days. So, humph. I'm going to have to put some straws in my car, because paper straws for me they just disintegrate, and they make the soda taste funny, and I don't drink a lot of soda, so when I do, I want it to be good. And I'm going, for the next couple months, I have to go monthly to the cardiologist, so can't have paper straws for all of that. Anyway, like I said, I hope that you're all well, everything's good here, and I have a really big FFO to show you. Ready? It's still in the paper, So last week, after I filmed, I said that I was going to, hang on, I haven't taken it out yet. We're unboxing together. I said that I was going to go up to Hobby Lobby and see if I could at least buy a frame. Well, it just so happened that they had one of their frame blanks that was it fit perfectly. Look at how perfect that fits. Oh my God, guys, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's way better than I would have ever done, and it was definitely cheaper than if I would have had the mat cut. But look at that, the frame just happened to be perfect. Look at that. How close can I get? So there is Consider the Lilies, all framed. I'll take this to work. I have a meeting with a sister tomorrow, so I might take it in tomorrow so I don't have to carry it in Tuesday, but this is going in my office. The guy who framed it, God bless him, he was like, I went off the letters to make it straight. And I was like, that's good, because there's a mistake. And he's like, oh, because it's not straight. And I was like, no, it's not. The letters are straight, though. He's like, yes, they were. So it took exactly 2 weeks. I dropped it off 2 weeks ago today. And I love it. It's beautiful. To be honest, when I'm looking at it like this, I can't even see the mistakes, and I don't care. I don't care that there's 1,400 mistakes. Look at how beautiful this is. And how big. Like, I'm a big woman, guys. I'm not small. There's nothing small about Katie. So, yay! Sorry, I wanted to put it down. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very honest with you on how much the framing costs, like I always am, because I do think it's helpful. That cost $57.99 plus tax, so right around $60 to frame. The frame blank was 50% off, because they always give you 50% off a frame if you buy it from them and they don't have to make it. The lacing, I think, is $7. The labor is $10 or something. The picture hanger is $3. It came out to $57.99 plus tax, and I'm thrilled with it. The person who I worked with has done all the framing I've had done there, and I've never been disappointed. He's been framing for Hobby Lobby for 16 years. He's done extensive training with them. If you are in northeastern Pennsylvania, I highly recommend the Dixon City Hobby Lobby to have things framed. And they're also never not done within 2 weeks, which I'm very grateful for. So that's Consider the Lilies. And believe it or not, that's not my only finish. So my next finish is an FO. It needs blocked and the ends need sewn in, but I finished May. This is the knitted sweater that I've been working on for a couple years. Hang on, everything just fell out of my basket. So it does fit. Actually, it fits pretty well. I need to, when I sew in the ends, I'm gonna have to sew this closed a little better. With knitting, what you do when you finish a piece is you wash it in, I do lukewarm water with something called Eucalyptus. It's a wool wash. And then I wait. Some people don't. But I don't sew my edges in until after I block, because when you sew in your edges, when you're blocking, you don't want to mess any of that up. So May is finally done, and I'm down to 11 whips now. We'll see how long that lasts. So let's see, what else have I been... Oh, I have another finish. I'm telling you, I just decided I was going to finish things, and here we are. So this finish is Welcome to Hogwarts by Country Magic Stitch. I have been working on this since either the end of 2020 or the beginning or mid 2021. I don't remember. I did this on 18 count Aida white with the called for DMC, and I used 2 strands tent stitch. And here it is. So it's not straight, but made by Michelle McGraw, is a font of knowledge. Thank the Lord. Between her and Vanna, I learn so much all the time. I'm so glad that we've become friends, because she reached out and she said that her framer told her that tent stitch pieces often kind of get a little higgly-piggly, and that if you wash it and block it, it will... straighten out. So this is DMC and it's white Aida, so I'm not worried about getting it wet. So probably before I wash May, the sweater, I will do this first, and I'll just give this a dunk and then lay it out. This should fit pretty well in an 8x10 frame, which I'll just buy. I think that I'll just buy a frame from Hobby Lobby and have them frame this. It's If the framing is going to cost under $60, I'm never going to do it myself. I will not frame this, though, until after my birthday in October, because I think I'm getting some gift cards, so. But yeah, so here is Welcome to Hogwarts, and it's beautiful. It's not perfect. There's a billion mistakes, but, you know, when you finish, you can't tell. And I think you can definitely tell it's Hogwarts. So there's another finish. Now I need a sip. Now, if I'm being honest, because May I finished last night. That was a pretty big finish. And Welcome to Hogwarts I finished last weekend. Also a big finish. I've finished a lot this month. So I don't have a lot of whips because I've been finishing so much. Once May was really, I had to do these two portions in the back, 2 portions, then the sleeves and the collar. And it was really too big to be carrying back and forth to work once I got the first 2 top sections done. So that became my at-home project, and I needed a small for at work. Although I had Wednesday off to go to the doctor's. Thursdays are COVID testing days, and I don't usually stitch on Thursdays because it's too much, my brain. So yeah, anyway, I started the 1990 Prairie Schooler Santa. When I need to start a small and it's before work and I just need to grab something to go, these are great because I already have them kitted up and ready to go, so I just started it. I didn't get terribly far. I'm using an 18 count oatmeal Aida and the called for DMC. So you can see I've been working on the border and now the raccoon at the bottom. So this one introduces a new color. There's this cream color here in the bird. That is 738, which I have never used for any of my Santas before. And then the white also seems whiter in the picture, but I don't know. It might just be the picture. So I know I have 738 in my Prairie Schooler bag. I just have to pull it because these are all the colors, and they look pretty threadbare because this is my 7th Prairie Schooler Santa, my 3rd for the year. So this is that 822. So yeah, it's not really white. That must just be the picture. I mean, it is white, but it's like an off-white. It's 822 DMC. I'm sure you have it. So that's my small. And when I'm done showing you my whips, I will show you my next planned small. So that's my Prairie Schooler Santa. And then I was going to pull out, actually I have it out. I was going to pull Celtic Autumn out and work on that because it's autumn. And she's so beautiful and I want to work on her. But last night when I finished May and I pulled that out, I was like, and I said, it's a holiday weekend. We're going to work on something fairly easy, but also, themed. And so I remember that I hadn't put a lot of time into my Told in the Garden piece. And there is a Sal with Vanna and made by Michelle McGraw. And I started the Harvest, I think in June or July. And I am using a 28 count. It's called Stony Clover, or Stony Point, excuse me. Can you see that? I got it. I don't even know where. And then I'm using the called for DMC, which is beautiful. It's very autumnal. Although so far I haven't gotten any of the autumnal parts of it yet. Well, colors really. But so I've been working on this today. I'm going to show you a little piece of haul while I'm at it. So the last time I stopped off here. Nope. I stopped off here. So I've done all this today. Sorry about my thread there. Hang on. So I finished up the dark brown. I added in this yellow, and now I'm using the medium brown, and I'll work my way back across. And this is a little bit of haul right here, made by Michelle McGraw. In her last video, she pointed out that she was trying a new hoop, and it's this one. I got it on 123 Stitch. I think it was $10, and it's square. And she's right. She said that it does not hold your fabric as taut as the as these ones. Edwards, maybe. I don't remember who they're by. I also copied her, and I have these. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. I got mine on Amazon, and I got some at Hobby Lobby. But they're plastic, and they have this little groove in here so that your fabric really gets tight in the hoop, which I like. But I decided to try this, and on the 28 count, I really just wanted, it doesn't need to be tight for me because it's easy to see. So I really like this because you can work in a large area. So that's where I am on the harvest. My goal for this weekend, because I'm going to work on this today, tomorrow, and Monday, is just to finish the tree. I just have to finish up here, and then I'll do the branches. And then I'll probably work my way down into this corner. Although I should probably get that quilt done because it's beautiful, but I know I'm not going to like working on it. It's very important to be self-aware and know who you are. So that's it for whips, believe it or not, because I had those 2 big finishes, the FFO, and then 2 whips. But last year for Christmas, I discovered that there were these pieces by Plum Street. George Decorates for Martha is the fall piece. This one you could get on 123. And then at Christmas, the Mount Vernon Christmas one from Plum Street was released. That had been a retreat piece. So my brother got me this for Christmas last year with all the called for floss from 123 Stitch. So I've got the classic color, the weeks, the classic color works, and then there's 3 DMCs that I have somewhere. Because I was actually going to take this to work, and I just didn't have time to get it together. So anyway, I pulled out Bestitch Me Honey. This is an 18 count Aida for this. It calls for 36 count Colonial Brown by R&R, which I don't have, but it looked pretty similar. And the colors all showed up when I did a floss toss. And so this is going to go in my Lindy Stitches bag, and I will start this when my next Prairie Schooler is done. So that's exciting. And then my plan is to pick up Celtic Autumn on Tuesday. Okay. Oh, and then after that, I was all set and ready to start. This is Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. She does free cross stitch patterns on her blog. And her blog is Pinker in Pumpkin Quilting and Stitching .blogspot.com. So it's right. Can you see that? I'm sure you've all heard of her. I'm not reinventing the wheel. She has the salt box houses for fall. I'm going to show it really fast. This one is from either last year or the year before. No sooner do I print it out than she comes out with a new one. So now I don't know which one I want to do. If there was never ending time, I would do both, but I don't have that. Okay, more haul. So I think I showed you guys last time that I'm going to start Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow on my birthday. And I think that I showed you the bag of DMC that Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow is going to take. I had gone to my Joann's is closing and moving. And so the DMC was like on sale for 60% off. So what are they, 60 cents? So like 30-ish cents a skein. So I got everything I could there, and what I couldn't get, I went over to Hobby Lobby and I got. And just so you know, Hobby Lobby's DMC, I think, is 53 cents standard. So they don't have coupons anymore, but that's fine because 140% off coupon is not making your DMC cheap. For the fabric, I ordered Picture This Plus 40 count sand. It's a half yard. I'm going to see how big this is. What am I doing? It's blowing out the farther away I get, but I think it'll be perfect. The called for, I'm sorry, I just shook you. The called for is, I have no idea. Oh, 40 count sand dune from Lakeside. And I'm using sand. I think it's sand. Yeah, it's just sand instead of sand dune. Close enough. Anyway, starting this October 16th for my birthday, which I'm pretty sure is a Saturday this year. So that'll be nice. I should get some real stitching time in. I used a birthday gift card from Jen that I had saved up for part of this, so thank you very much. And then, as I said, my Joann's is moving. And my friend Susie was like, hey, I'm coming in. Can we go to Joann's? And I said, sure. Well, they marked everything down more. And I did a thing. And let me just tell you that they had to change the register tape. So, I got some fabric. I just thought this was really, I got a couple things, but this I thought was really pretty. And then I love this Harry Potter fabric, which was 60% off, I think. Then I found 3 cones of DMC. They don't carry cones of DMC at my Joann's. I've never seen these before. I don't know where they found them, but they should have been $20, and I got them for $4. And they're all colors that I would definitely use for a monochromatic piece. So great. Then I figured out that the anchor floss was 16 cents each. Now I've been kicking around getting a full set of anchor just for funsies since it came to Joann's. But it was always, I was like, I have a full set of DMC. I don't need a full set of anchor. Most things call for DMC. I'd have to be converting. I'm not going to do it. And then they had most of the colors still. They had 425 of the 440-ish colors. And I did some math, and I figured out that it would be, instead of $360, it would be around $70 to get a full set. So I did. This is not a small basket. It's full. It's mostly full. I bought 425-ish colors of anchor. And then, hang on one second, because I want to show you what I'm going to be keeping that in. Obviously, we need something to keep all this in, so I found these. They're these nice, like cardboard boxes. Apparently, there's fabric in this one. So I figured out, I laid a bunch in here, and I figured out how many I would need. So the box, they're right there. It's a little, the box, you could stack 2 on top of each other. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I need to know what numbers where unless I have a duplicate. But 6 boxes, I got 6 or 7 of these boxes. I got enough for all of the set to fit in these, plus an extra one just because these were on sale for like $6 and I didn't know if I'd ever find them again. I bought out what they had. So for the low price of probably let's just say $120, I got, for all intensive purposes, an entire collection of anchor and the container within which I'm going to keep that. And these will fit on the shelving unit I already have. I already have those there. And then my friend Susie, God bless her, is going to put that anchor in order in these boxes because I would rather rip my eyeballs out, and she loves to do stuff like that. So that's my birthday present from her. What else do I have? I also got this box. It's the same brand, and I have a couple of the Anchor boxes are this color. And it's just a plain box. I got 2 cotton panels of Care Bear fabric. I have pregnant cousins, several. So my friend Susie loves gnomes, so hopefully someday I'll make this for her. They randomly had Bee in My Bonnet stitch cards on sale for like $3, so I got these. And then I got this because I love it. It's a Stars and Stripe table set quilt pattern. I loved that. I think it was $2 or $3. And then I think that's all I got, because that's plenty. So yeah, I went a little crazy at Joann's. It took an hour to check me out. It took forever. They kept having to finish however many before the register would freeze, because I understand like on a random Tuesday that you have to scan each one individually, but like you're moving and you're just trying to get rid of things. I got 425-ish of these. Just put 425 at 0.16 cents and let's go. But you couldn't do that. I have one more giant piece of haul. So it took forever to get checked out. I got really stressed because I was so hot. And normally they sell water at Joann's, but they weren't because they're moving. They were out of water. And I almost passed out when I went to Target after. So that was fun. Do not recommend. Also from 123 Stitch, I got a pair of left-handed embroidery scissors. Will report back. I've been having a lot of trouble with my right-handed scissors, so hopefully using the ones that are meant for me will help. So yeah, I spent a lot of money in the last 2 weeks. And then a couple months ago, Rika from House of Stitch and Stash, she posted this bag using, I think this is Blackbird's new line, but I could be wrong. Look at this handle. Her stuff is beautiful. Beautiful. Her sewing skills are unmatched. But look at this. So there's room here to put your pattern and your floss and then your piece. And it's just, and then it ties closed here and then the handle. And this came all the way from Germany. I think I'm going to put Hakron Hollow in this if it fits. Oh, just look at this. Oh, she quilts it all. She's amazing. So she did a sale on Instagram and I just happened to be scrolling at the right time and ordered it. Like, I messaged her and I was like, Rika, do you have any left? So yeah, I love this. And I'm not allowed to buy anything else for a long, long, long time. I spent so much money. Do you want to see Consider the Lilies again? Let's look at it one more time. Hold, please. I have to get there. Oh, it's beautiful. On that note, I hope that you're all well. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And I can't wait to check in with you again in a few weeks. I forewarn you, there will not be this many finishes. But there should be some FFOs. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for everything. Bye.